Hey everyone, welcome to a 50-ish minute chair class. It's a little bit under 50 minutes, but close. What do you need today? A mat, a ball, and some support for your knees if you have something. I have cranky knees, so I always bring out my Dick's Sporting Good pad when I'm kneeling. Chair, no rails today. I am not going to do any spring changes today. So you are going to be on one black spring, one heavy at the lowest rung on the cactus. No matter if I teach a chair class, a reformer, or springboard, I do my very best to keep the spring changes minimal, just to keep you moving. Of course, I change them in especially the reformer, but my goal is just to keep going and not spending time flipping these springs around. So you will not be changing the springs. I have the chair facing you for a warm up, and then I'm going to turn it around and you'll see me from the side. Balance challenge, abdominals, upper body. It's tough. I definitely sweat through this one, but I always say that. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's begin our warm up. My toes are right there on the edge of the wood. I'm about hip distance parallel apart. Let's do it. Reaching those arms nice and long to the ceiling. Give me a big inhale. Exhale, sweep them by your side. Give me one more. Inhale. How tall can you go? How tall, how tall? And exhale. I can't go very tall. You know me and my short arms. On this next one, we're going to hold it up there. Inhale. Let's dive over. Dive. My right hand is going to find the pedal, and I'm just going to take that pedal down and hang out here a second. I'm not going all the way on down. I haven't done anything today except walk the dog, so my hamstrings are a little tight. I'm going to give myself an inhale and exhale, roll up, release that pedal as I come all the way on up. I'm just going to take a step forward. I think that's going to be a little bit better for me. Arms go up. You make the adjustment. Inhale, exhale that suits you. Finding that pedal, again, pressing it down. Okay, all that weight I know is on that right arm, but try and square those shoulders. Hang with that left arm just as much as the right. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Slowly rolling on up. Inhale. Exhale over. Finding the pedal, pressing it down. Can you go all the way? Always an option. Make sure you bend those knees slightly. That left hand's going to go flat. I'm going to walk those feet back into a plank and get comfortable. Shifting your weight forward. Hold that straight arm plank. Just holding it, you're looking slightly ahead of you. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Nothing too crazy to start. We're warming up. Now, shift your weight back. Let's get a downward dog pose. And forward into that plank. Anytime you don't feel you're in the right position, like right here, I'm going to widen the stance of my feet. That feels better. Do it. Find that sweet spot for you to hold this plank. Just give me a few more. Oh, one more here. Hips up, feet flat. Shifting your weight back on the heels, coming on forward. I just moved my mat, hold it here. Hold that plank one more time, shifting that weight all into that left hand as we lift the pedal and lower. So my right elbow is directly out to my right. Up and down. I'm still trying to square my hips down towards the mat, which is pretty challenging. Hey, if you're like, forget this, here's an option. Knees down. You do you, okay? A few more here. Hold the pedal down, coming back to those toes. Let's shift our weight back again and forward. Okay, we are almost through with this side. Up, let's give me one more. And hold the side, hold. I got ahead of myself, holding the plank. Now, all that weight goes on the right hand. Let's come to a side plank. Always an option to bring down that right knee and hold that right there. Hold. I'm gonna go back on my feet. I know this is not comfortable for your wrists. We're not gonna be here long. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, shifting on back, walking those feet forward and slowly rolling on up. Other side. Walking, let's face the other direction. Pull up my pants as usual. All right. Walking, a few steps forward. So my toesies are in line with the edge of the wood in the chair. I'm a little wider than hip distance. Odds are I'm going to start this whole thing and have to move where I'm standing, move a little bit forward or back. I think we all do that. All right, let's take those arms up and down. So reset, we're doing the whole thing over on the other side. And back down. One more big breath in. Inhale. Are we ready to dive? Let's do it. Dive. Find the pedal. Press it down and hold. Since I just did this on the other side, my hamstrings feel a little bit looser. Inhale. Exhale slowly. Releasing that pedal quietly as you roll all the way on up. Inhale. Exhale. Another dive. Where you set that left hand on the pedal is totally up to you because the pedal isn't split. Hold. Holding it on there. And coming on up. This next one, we're going to stay down there. Inhale. Exhale down. Finding that pedal. Take it all the way on down to the wood. Bend those knees if you have to. Right hand goes flat. Let's step those feet out and hold that plank position. As you can see, I widen my stance there. That works for me. Just hold it. So we're not kind of shifting back. We're shifting our weight forward in those arms. Holding it here. Just hold the plank. Hold it. Looking ahead slightly and breathing. Let's slowly find that downward dog. And plank. No need to go super quick. Again, it's a warm-up. Warming up the back body, the upper body, the core, and taking our time. Let's hold. Holding that plank position, shifting that weight all the way over to that right hand. Let's lift and lower. You know an option to come down to those knees if you need to. A few more here. 2. Hold. Downward dog. Here, I'm going to hold it. And coming on back. Speeding it up a smidge. We've got one more thing here to do, and that's that side plank. And hold. Let's going into that side plank. So my right leg is in front of my left. Always an option to take that left knee down. Hold it. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to the plank. Walk your feet on forward. Slowly. Sucking that spine. Coming all the way on up. All right. I'm going to turn the chair the other way so it's coming to the side so you can see me. So let's do it. Okay. I move the chair around, mat here. You're going to grab your ball. The pad I'm going to use for my knee is close by, but I'm not going to need it right now. So let's come to a sitting position in front of the chair. You're going to lie on down. I'm going to have my heels go on top of the chair. Ball goes in between those thighs. Arms are going to go long by your side. All right. Inhale here, exhale, press the pedal down. Now I'm going to move to the arches of my feet, right there on that pedal. And that means I'm going to scoop my booty back a little. This works for me. Pressing that pedal down, arms long by your side. Give me an inhale. Exhale, curl that tail and come on up to your breast bridge position on those shoulder blades. Squeezing that ball at the top, inhale. Exhale, slowly peeling that spine all the way on down as you keep that pedal pressed down. Inhale and exhale up. If you hear my dog, you're right, he's protecting. Inhale, exhale down. Every time someone comes to the door, he goes crazy. Inhale and exhale up. To know Jake is to love him. And back on down. On this next one, we're going to hold it up there, rolling that spine all the way on up and pause. Hang out here a second. Breathe. Let's start pulsing the ball in. Squeeze. Okay. To know Jake is to love him. To know a bridge is to love it. Kind of, sort of. Warming up that back body in hip extension. I have an itch. Just an itch. Squeeze. A few more here. How much can you squeeze that ball? Hold. Come all the way on down. Allow that pedal to lift. Okay, from here, I'm just going to set my heels on the pedal and hang out here a second. Do a little bit of an abdominal series. Your arms are going to go straight up to the ceiling, palms face one another. And we're going to take those legs to tabletop. Let's lower those heels to the pedal and lift. So I'm reaching those heels forward towards the pedal and lifting. Let's add the arms. Arms go back, heels drop to the pedal and lift. Inhale and exhale. All right, so those heels aren't lowering very low, but I have to tell you, I'm feeling my deep abdominals working. I feel that shake there. And I'm pressing my spine down into the mat. No space. Lower and lift. This gets to be too intense, especially on the hip flexors. I want you to go to more of a turned out position and lose the ball. You do the same thing. My thighs are nice and I wouldn't want to say robust, but they have some cushion so I could keep the ball there. 2 more. 1, back. I'm just gonna squeeze my knees to my chest a second. Take a breath, that ball's still there. Heels go back on the pedal. We're gonna take the pedal down again. Arches go on. Pedal stays down. Back to a bit of bridging. Give me an inhale here. Exhale. Peel the spine up. Pause. You've got a nice squeeze on that ball. All that weight's gonna go on that left arch of your foot as you extend the right leg long. Let's flex and point. Flex, point. If this is too much, keep that right arch of the foot down and just squeeze the ball. But if you can do it for maybe 3 seconds, hey, that's great. 3, 2, speaking of 3 seconds, 1, right foot drops down. I lift my hips, I gather myself. I'm gonna go to the other side, extending that left leg long, squeeze that ball. Let's flex and point. If you've been doing my classes for a while, you know I love to do this on very pieces of equipment like the reformer, especially mat, of course. Squeeze the right thigh into that ball. 3, 2, 1, quietly set that left arch of the foot on, lift those hips, inhale, exhale, down, setting that booty down. Let's take that pedal up one more time. Breathe. Last round. Your heels are gonna go on. Arms are gonna go straight up to the ceiling. I'm gluing my spine to the mat. I'm gonna pick those legs up into that tabletop position. Inhale, arms back, heels drop, exhale, lift. Let's do a few more here. So I'm trying to make a bit of contact with my heels and the pedal, while keeping my spine flat on the mat. Just another round, no lifting the head. There's Jake again. 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Excellent. All right, grab that ball. I have another itch, not a pick, an itch. All right, from here. Ball is gonna go under the right hand. Both arms stay long. You're gonna press that pedal down and hold it here. The arches of the feet are down. Pressing that ball down, give me an inhale. Exhale, slowly articulate on up. Left leg goes straight up to the ceiling. Let's lower the leg and lift. Press heavy down on that ball. I promise you that is gonna help. You're lengthening that left toe towards the wall or whatever's in front of you, my springboard. Trying to keep those hips from dropping, especially on that left side. On that next one, I want you to hold that leg lifted, hold the leg lifted. As you bend the knee, drop the hips, extend the leg, lift the hips. Tabletop left and kick up. Tabletop, hips drop and lift. Press the ball down. We have 3, 2, 1, up. Left arch of the foot goes on down. Both feet on that pedal, come all the way on down. Lift up. Take a breather. I have a permanent itch. Ball under that left hand. Right arm goes long. Just press the pedal down again. Arches stay on. No surprises. We're going to go to the other side. Inhale, exhale. Coming on up to your best bridge. Take that right leg straight up to the ceiling. Press down on that ball as we lower and lift. All right, other side, you know what's gonna happen. I'm trying to elongate my neck, keeping the shoulders away from my ears. Down and up. On this next one, I want you to hold that leg straight up to the ceiling. As you bend that right knee to tabletop, drop those hips down and then kick, lift. Down and lift. Use the ball. My fingertips are spread as I'm pressing that ball down as I kick my leg up. Give me 2. 1, dropping that right arch down and coming all the way on down. Woohoo! Let's lift the pedal up. Ball goes to your side. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. All right. Let's move on. We're coming on up. I'll try and come up gracefully, but I doubt I will. Now, I'm gonna grab my lovely Dick's Stadium seat pad for my knees here. Gonna come to a kneeling position. I'm gonna face you. Taking that pad, both my knees are gonna go on the pad. I'm gonna kneel face you and I'm gonna take my arm out as you will do the same thing. All right, well, my fingertips are reaching for the pedal. I think I'm where I need to be. But if you need to make a change, just do it. Move a little further away or move forward. Okay, grabbing that ball. Fingertips on, the split of the pedal, no weight change. Let's take that pedal down, side bend, and arm goes over with that ball. Oh, so I'm trying to shine those hips towards the camera. Stop singing, arm down, press that ball into the thigh, oppositional side over. And let's go. And down. Find that breath. Reaching long. Up we go. And side over. Again. Over. Now pause here. Let's add a little bit of rotation. I'm looking down at my left fingertips, trying my best to shine those hips still towards the camera. And back to the side bend. Rotate and back. I say this a lot. From my waist down, a little bit below my waist. It's like I'm in cement. I'm rotating through my center. And up we go. Arm goes down, oppositional. And coming on back through center. From here, I'm gonna scoop myself a little further over. I'd say an inch away from the chair. My knees will go back on the Dick's pad. All right, from here, hand will go down and I am going to take that opposite leg out long. Hold it here. We'll do a few side overs with this leg lifted. It's not lifted, it's still on the ground. Ugh. Sundays, what can I say? On that next one, hold the pedal down and lift that leg and lower. Lift, lower. The pedal is down. Find your breath. Let it go. It is so easy to hold tension. I know, I'm holding tension constantly in my shoulders. Just lower and lift that leg, that toes making contact with that mat. If you need to move, that knee on the mat a little bit over. Do it. It's fine. Next one, I want you to hold that leg lifted. Arm goes down, balls on top of the thigh. Let's pulse up, up. Finding that breath. Use that palm again and press down on the top of the thigh. And breathe. Gets too much, set the toe down a second, and then lift it up. Five, 4, 3, 2, done. And carefully come all the way on up. Coming up is the hardest part. Excellent work. Come on back. Okay. Before we do the other side, we're going to do something in the middle. Abdominal series. So now I want you to get rid of that pad. We'll use it on the other side. We're going to sit and face the chair again. I'm going to pull up my pants because that's what I do. All right. I know all of you have worked with the ball about right here before. Everybody has their sweet spot. I think you're going to know pretty quickly if you're not in the right position with that ball. Stop, play with the ball, move it around. I probably will too. All right, I'm going to take that ball, I'd say a little bit below where I clasp my bra, and I'm going to lie on down. All right, I don't know yet. It seems fine. We'll see. Heels go on that pedal. Heels go on. Hands are going to go on the hips to start. I'm finding the scoop of my abs. I'm going to press the pedal down and up. Exhale. And up. I'm just kind of testing the water here before I take my hands behind my head. I'm flexing my feet. I have a sneeze coming on, I can tell. Okay, I'm in this beautiful C position. The ball's there to support me, but also as resistance as I scoop into it. One more. Pedal comes up. Hands go behind my head. Just doing this is a heck of a lot harder. As I press the pedal down, I'm going to gently look behind me. Scoop, lift the pedal up. Guess what? I don't think this ball's in the right place for me. So I'm going to come up and move it a little higher for me. Odds are you're going to do the same thing. Listen to your body. It knows what it's doing. Here we go again. I think I'm better. Look behind you. And up. Down. And up. All right. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. Well, I guess comfortable in quotes. My elbows are wide. This is pretty terrible. All of a sudden, you're like, yeah, I really feel this. I'm not bringing the pedal up all the way. I have constant tension on it. All right, stay with me, guys. You can do this. The sweat is rolling down my back. 2. One. Lose the pedal. Take those knees and hug them to your chest. Hug them to your chest. The ball's going to stay where it is. If you don't want the ball there and prefer to lay down on the mat, then do it. I'm just going to keep it there, but I'm going to hug my knees in before I do something else. Good. From here, heels are going to go back on. Heels are going to go back on. Hands are going to go long. Let's press that pedal down. Right leg goes straight up to the ceiling. Release that left arm, keep that pedal pressed down, and reach for that foot. Right elbow is long. Your goal is to keep that pedal pressed down. As you lower that right leg, look slightly behind you towards your left and reach. Over and reach. I'm reaching towards my right baby toe, but as you can see, I'm having a heck of a time keeping that pedal down. One more. On this next one, I want you to hold it here and reach, reach, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Pedal comes up. Roll into a tight ball. I'm rounding my shoulders. Roll. Okay. I'm definitely sweating. Take a moment here. If you don't like this ball here, take it away before we go to the other side. It does not matter to me. It's whatever feels good for you. It's a doozy, right? Always packs a punch. All right, from here, heels back on. We got one more side. Hands behind the head, take that pedal down. All right, my heels are gonna stay down on the pedal, but if you prefer to have the arches of your foot down, it's up to you. This time, I'm gonna take my left leg straight up to the ceiling, reaching with my right arm as we go back and forward. Inhale, exhale, reach. It doesn't matter how low you go with that straight leg. If you want to go maybe here, that's fine. Limit your range of motion. This is not easy. I'm looking over my right shoulder too. 1, hold, reach, reach, reach. Fingertips towards that left pinky toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Up, lose the ball, down we go. Well, that was hard. I'm a little sweaty. Have I mentioned recently that it's hard to do this and talk? I'm sure I have. In fact, I think I say it every class I teach. All right, I haven't forgotten the other side of the side series. All right. Let's get up glamorously. I'm going to find a fold over here. It feels good for me. This is called a free choice stretch time. Do what feels good for a couple seconds. I'm just going to hang over here, get my bearings, collect myself because I know I have to do the other side. Okay. Ball. Grab it. Pad, if you want, grab it. My knees are cranky. I always need a little bit of support. Okay, from here. Pad's gonna go here, and then both knees down on the pad. My right arm's gonna go long, my fingertips. are touching the split of the pedal. Let's get a little bit of side bend. I'm going to press that pedal about halfway down as I take that left arm up and over. Find that side bend, pause for a second, release that pedal up, left arm long, press it into that left thigh as you reach that right arm up and over. Let's do it again. Finding that pedal, kind of like a teeter-totter, side bend over. I am not pushing the pedal all the way down, just halfway, back through center. Looking down at my left fingertips, pressing the ball against that thigh. One more time. Fingertips to pedal. Laterally flexing over. Another word for side bending. Another 2 words for side bending. And over. We're going to add a little rotation to this. Pedal halfway down. Side bend, hold. Let's rotate. Side bend, rotate. Hip bones are shining straight ahead. I'm rotating through my waist. Few more here. You're keeping that left arm long, shoulders away from the earth. 1, side bend, and over. On this next one, I'm going to move my right knee over a little bit here, moving it this way. My fingertips are going to go on the pedal. I'm going to extend that left leg long. Again, I'm going to make sure I'm a bit over on that right knee. Taking that pedal all the way on down. Okay, now that leg is extended. Getting my bearings. I'm just going to take the ball up and over. Couple side bends here. Just like we did before, but the legs extended. And hold that arm lifted. Make sure that that right hand is in a comfortable position. Let's lift the left toes off the mat and lower. Lift. All right. Here's where we take a few deep breaths. Is this comfortable on your right wrist? No, it is not. I know that. We are not here long. Inhale and just exhale that tension in the upper body. Up and down. On this next one, hold the leg lifted, arm goes down, press that ball. Let's pulse up and up. Left arm's long, my fingertips are spread. I'm pushing that leg down. I lost my train of thought. Big surprise. I'm just pulsing that leg up. I'm starting to shake. I know that upper body is tired. Listen, guys, this is it. We're almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, here comes the hard part. Can I lift? That pedal up, up, up. Awesome. Done. Let's come up to stand. Oh, we have one more thing here to do before we call it a day. Finding my balance. Okay, let's get this pad out of our way. This next one is a balance challenge. So, okay, let's walk ourselves a bit forward. Walking ourselves a bit forward. I'm going to take my left foot back and see where the base of the chair is. Okay, it's back there. So I'm going to move my right foot back a little bit. And when I step back, okay, there's the base of the chair. I'm there. I'm going to move my right foot back a little bit too. So ideally, this is how I want you to be. All right. Step forward. Elbows wide, squeeze that ball. Take the foot back and forward, back and forward. So constant bend in that right knee. So stepping back and forward. Your toe is going to stay down. We're going to increase the challenge here in a second. But for now, I want that toe just lifting a smidge and lowering. All right, I'm going to relax my upper body because I was holding tension. Squeeze that ball in best you can. That will help. On this next one, I want you to hold it back there. Lift that leg to the bottom of the pedal and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. A bigger bend slightly in that right knee. Lift. So I always teach balance in my classes, in my privates as well. Because as we get older, it is harder to find our balance, trust me. The heel's going to the top of the pedal and down. On this next one, I want you to hold the heel to the pedal. Hold it here, hold it. Pulse up, up. Kick that pedal, up, up. Come on, focus on something ahead of you, unmoving. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Step the foot forward. Take a breather a second. This is just quick. We're going to go to the other side right away, and then we're going to take a really nice stretch. So feet are even. I'm going to take my right foot back and find the base of the chair. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay, so I can feel the base of the chair behind me. I'm going to find my balance. Again, elbows wide, pressing that ball in. Bend in that left knee, shifting all that weight in the front. Let's go forward and back. Forward. Other side. We're almost done with this class. Forward. Good, good, good. Again, I'm rambling because if I can be frank, I'm a little tired. Stepping back and forward. All right. My gaze is ahead of me. I've found a dirty smudge on my door, and I'm just going to keep staring at it until I'm done with all this stuff. A few more. So pretty much no weight in that right toe. It's all in the left foot. Hold it back there. Hold it. Bend that left knee a little bit more. Let's lift that leg and lower. So now my right heel is hitting the bottom of the pedal and lower. Squeeze that ball in. All right, breathe. Amongst everything else, I'm going to try and suck my gut in too. We'll see if that works. Up and down. So I am dropping that toe down. If you don't want to do that and make this a little more challenging, you don't have to. But today, big toe down, heel up. Listen, we're almost there. I'm doing this with you. Hold that heel lifted. Hold that heel lifted. Pulse up, up. Kick, kick. Flex that foot. Kick, kick. Up, up. Come on. This is it. I'm shaking too. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Step forward. Lose the ball. Lose the ball. Let's get a stretch. Walk behind the chair. All right. My right knee is going to go on top of this chair. I'm going to set it down. I have sensitive knees. I've told you this. It looks a little irregular like that, but that works for me. And I'm going to take my left foot back and kind of hold it here a second. So my left toe's back. And now I am going to scoot a little bit around on the chair to find what comfortable position works for me. This feels pretty good. Fingertips are going to go down and I'm going to hinge slightly forward and breathe. If this stretch is not happening for you, I want you to sit on the mat and give me a figure 4 stretch. Essentially, it would be the right ankle over the left thigh with that knee bent. This might not work for you. I'm finding my breath, letting it go. I'm relaxing a little bit more into it, relaxing my upper body. Now, I'm just gonna fold over slightly, bending my elbows and hanging out here. A few more breaths. Coming on up, carefully set that right foot down. I'm gonna bend my left knee on the chair, get myself situated. Right leg is gonna go straight. I'm gonna stay on that ball of the foot, and I'm just gonna hold this stretch. Feels deep, but really good. That balance work is a killer. Relax. My fingertips are just loose on the seat of the chair. And now I'm gonna round over. I'm just going as low as what works for me. One more breath in and out. And coming on up. Great job. Tough class. I will see you soon. Back in the chair, the reformer, the springboard, or the mat. Thanks for joining me.